Hey folks, we are trying to get people added in. If you see this, I'm going to ask you one more time. Since my internet is really running slowly, if you would add in, hold on 1 second, if in the chat, let's see, we've got something happening. If you will post your Gmail account, if you'll just post your email account for me, the one I can call you in on this, the chat bar that we're all in, that would be a huge help to me. When I try to go back and forth to my email, it slows it down too much. We just are having a lot, storms keep moving through, and my internet's really slow. So please post your Google Plus in the chat. I can call you. I hope you're all having a good week. This week we have really interesting theories to cover. There's usually some of people's favorites. Oh, people are doing it so fast already. You are excellent. Man, you're gonna really be great for our program, these tech wizards. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Yay. And I will be able to get you added to the group, to a full group. Some others have contacted me about making sure that the Google Plus community is available to them, and I will make sure we get that done this week too. Hold on 1 second. It is not. There it is. All right, Julie. Add you in, Julie. Hey, you're getting pretty adept at this too. People can come in pretty quickly once they are invited, much better than your faculty member. One of the things we're working on this week, though, I don't know if it's going to come about, but I'll give you a little heads up. We're pushing really strongly for a move towards an integrated behavioral health approach, so that you have access to, oh no, I might be trying to call Jordan, sorry. So that you will have access to the health community in a way that integrated behavioral health is really good. It helps you loop together with primary care providers and behavioral health clinicians, all of us, the social workers, the psychologists, marriage family therapists, counselors. It helps us all loop together. So there's an opportunity, there's a grant out there that provides for students during their clinical internship, their last year of their clinical internships. And we are working on that grant, Dr. Crow and I, with marriage and family therapy and school psychology. So this week has been pretty hectic with that. But if it could just come about, then we would have a pretty neat opportunity for you, because for those of you who chose to apply to be part of that program. And then we'll make you learn about it. And Jennifer, I do not want to miss you, because you're, and then to get into the material, and I want to make sure if I've missed anybody that has theirs. Let's see, did miss two. They just popped up there at the bottom. Oh, Julie is having to download something so she can really get in. Julie, if you want to see watching it on the you need the special, and it's just, if you watch YouTube on your, so it runs out and directly through that YouTube watch page that I posted in the chat. That should be available to all of you, so you can just watch it if you don't wish to participate in the actual video. Carolyn's in, Don's in, so we have some access there. Don, if you turn on your, if you allow it permission, like if you scroll your cursor up to the middle, the top middle part of your screen, you'll see where you can allow it permission to use your video camera or to mute it.
Great.
Yeah,
Okay. Great. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Cool.
This is great. It's so exciting when you show up. It's like, you're all out there. I can see all of you. But it is exciting when you ask yourself.
Hello?
Hey.
Okay, I didn't know if I was here.
Hey, everyone.
I think everyone's internet is messed up. Mine is really slow.
I'm on my data. I don't know if I should join this Wi-Fi or not.
You got this.
Well, one thing is, and we can, if you're in a situation like let's say you're working on a group project, we'll give up when we're ready to, right? But when you're working on a project, if you really need to be able to talk to each other, but you're in a situation where your internet's not going very fast, you can just turn off the video camera, and usually it'll take a lot less bandwidth. You can quickly with each other. And because, like before, you could use your video that you were watching before. All right. I don't know if I think I've got everybody, invited everybody, and not everybody will be able to get into the video feed. You know, it only has 10 spaces, but you can all watch it. Usually we have some people that are not coming into the video feed anyway, so we'll be okay. But this week, so we get 3 great theories that we're covering this week. We got some big Give Me Fives that have been posted already. Yeah, very artistic looking people. It's exciting to have creativity and your good energy coming into this this program.
It took a while.
As counselors, did it?
Well, no, like, I didn't want to go. I'm like, this should be creative. I'm like, let me do this. I'm like, if I took too long on it, I would have took days to finish it. So I just basically, in a way, threw it together more than I would usually have.
It turned out well. And, you know, the thing about summer session is that summer session is like drinking from a fire hose. You get a lot of information in a really, really, really short time. And it's challenging. In summer, you're pretty brave. Usually by the end of summer, you're a little tired. But you do get a leap forward on your full program of study. And that can be a real help to you. So, yeah, so thank you, Lanisha, and the others that have posted their Give Me Fives. They're looking good. And with our theories this week, there's some common themes through these theories, common threads that run through these theories that are pretty important. Connecting with your client, following your client's lead, and getting a sense of how your client makes meaning of context, process, and the way they engage with others. Those are really important components of these theories. From your reading so far, has anything else struck you critical about the theories? When you're thinking about these theories, are these theories you see yourself using? These theories you feel like are ones you'll kind of put to the side? What are you thinking?
So while I was reading, I found that I really enjoyed these theories. I kept thinking to myself, like seeing myself in the future, like me using them, and I really liked them. I feel like they can be applicable to a lot of people. Are you guys hearing me okay?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Great.
So yeah, I think I like the person-centered theory the best. Because existential, I like the parts of existential about, like, I know, I think the anxiety part was interesting because I do think that sometimes when you have anxiety about a certain situation, you do feel like the neurotic anxiety, you feel like you can't continue, but you have to, or else you will never be able to solve your problems.
Those are good points. And there's tension in that anxiety that as a counselor you can work with. If everything is just steady and comfortable, it's hard for much work to happen in that, right?
Yes.
It's also challenging to figure out how to get into how to harness that tension for movement. And so person-centered theory allows you that. Person-centered theory allows you that ability to connect with your client and to initiate the movement and You know, for many counselors, that piece of being able to connect with the client and use that relationship to the discussion and the work forward, that's pretty comfortable. Gestalt, existential, those are sometimes a little less comfortable because they require a harnessing of that tension around confrontation or the expression of anxiety, what it means with how you draw, but just feel that feels to reduce their individual impact when you look at the broad. But with the Gestalt particularly, around confrontation, as leverage to bounce the work forward, right? That can be kind of tough for people.
It's not like with Freud. Like Freud psychoanalytical is like extremely like impersonal, and you have to put like this barrier between you and the client. And with the countertransference and transference, it seemed like you're just like this wall in a way, but you weren't really doing too much to actually kind of help.
Yeah, you try to hold that blank slate, right? That tabula rasa. So, and by creating that blank slate piece that this bounces off of, it really forces the client to do that conscious. That for a lot of us too. And honestly, you're a perfect match for you. Now, maybe someone in this class will, and it can be. But for counselors, there's a certain person, our disciplines within behavioral health, we do similar things, but they're pretty distinct. Maybe someone in this class will, and it can be. So if people who are college, unless a rural community, in any right, because there aren't as many of us in terms of behavioral health professionals. In communities with plenty of capacity, also do a lot of the assessment piece, right? They do more of these treatment planning, and they do connect that communication with. That's really heavy to do. And you're kind of lined up that step back of the for the layer, right? What we see about counselors is that in most places we have more limited resources. We are not the service arm of behavioral health. Many times the people, both of you found yourself drawn to counseling, is in that area of kind of you see problems, find solutions, try to build networks of connection, and you're kind of a worker. Like you look back at your own life, myself, like I've always been kind of a worker. When you think about yourself, you may think that you're a doer. You're a person to solve problems, but through connection, right? Natural, there is a piece of that that doesn't with analytic theory than it does with some of these other theories that have more space for that work. Even if the work with person-centered happens all through your client, it's not you're directed, right? Like you follow the client's lead, but still a sense of we are in this work together. A little different. Does that make sense? A lot.
Can I ask a question?
You've been able to watch
the person-centered.
Yeah, sure.
Can y'all hear me? Because my thing is messing up.
Yeah, mine is too.
Okay.
Yeah, I can barely hear.
Hold on.
I can barely hear Dr. Dotson-Blake.
Yeah,
I agree with that. So, like, for the person-centered, like, if you're trying to help them figure out their own problem and then try to, like, within themselves fix it, what if they're not, like, catching on? Or, like, because you don't want to just be like, you can't say, you should do this, you should do that. No, they need to figure it out for themselves. What would be, like, your next, like, go-to almost like maybe technique of like, hey, this is what I'm trying to get at, you know.
If you feel with the clients come to some decisions, then not happening. And
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything either.
No. It's not just me, okay. I was like, I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening either.
It's okay. Wait, can y'all see me?
Yeah,
I can see.
Yeah, I think we can see each other. We just can't see Dr. Kylie.
Yeah,
Yeah, she must have. Mm-hmm.
and I think Lanisha's trying to get in.
Mm-hmm.
I think we lost her.
Yeah, we might have.
It's okay.
I can see her at the bottom, but
Yeah, I can see her a little bit.
right?
I see her smiling.
This is gonna be bad.
Oh, okay.
Well, we had her there for a minute.
Yeah.
and all now. All right, is any of this going through? Let's see what we got. Hold on.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Back.
Any of this is going through. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to say, let's do something. Let's stop this. Let's go to. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
I can hear you a lot better.
Okay. All right, but not so well, huh?
That's pretty good over here.
Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you better. Yeah.
Okay. Video feed off then. So we'll on the bandwidth problems.
So turn
But
our
since we are, well, no, I'm gonna just turn mine off. So it sounds like I'm the one having the trouble.
Yeah. Better.
Okay. Well, but what we'll do is this. If we had a question, so let me try to answer that question. And no, can you hear me? All right. I just sent a chat. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, with problems. What I'm going to do is I'm going to log us out of the video chat, and I'll be available for 5-10 more minutes to try to answer questions in that. But I appreciate your participation tonight, and I am so sorry that the technology was a problem.
No, it's fine. It's
Oh, it's fine.
That's okay.
Okay.
It happens.
This is terrible. This is not. This is just terrible, and I'm sorry. Your discussion board for this week was just your gravestone activity, and which I always like to see those, and you're going to do your hands on the game. So I'll follow up with you that way. Thank you, and sorry for the trouble. Bye bye.
All right.